Today's top picks from Reuters Breakingviews. Sony's new CEO is not going far enough, says the team. And Barclays' bonus woes rumble on, but the bank only has itself to blame. With him is Robert Cole. Morning to you, Robert.
Hiya.
All right, let's start with Sony. This is a revival strategy, or billed as a revival strategy, is it?
Yeah, well, this is, set piece, I think. This is the moment that we're all looking to the new CEO to tell us how this icon is a word I hate, but it is an iconic electronics company, isn't it? It is the original, almost.
Make believe.
Absolutely. But it's fallen on hard times, got a lot of competition up on its heels, and we're thinking, right, okay, let's get something, let's see if we can really hang some hopes on this statement. And let's not dismiss it entirely. There are some good ambitions, quite broad and structurally. They look to be identifying the right markets and so on. But we just don't think it's gritty enough or ambitious enough.
They're cutting 10,000 jobs, Robert.
Yeah.
I mean, how many jobs do you want them to cut?
Well, I think it's a relatively small part of their workforce. And the number, I don't think we should get hung up on, actually.
6% of the workforce.
Should it be 10,000? Should it be 20,000? Should it be 4,000? I don't know. But what we do want is some evidence that the right jobs are in the right places. And actually, in many ways, I'd prefer it if they said we're going to take on 10,000 people, but have more confidence that they're going to be employed in sustainable, new, exciting.
So how long do we
ventures.
give them? How long do we give them to turn this around?
You know me. I'm a very forgiving person, Axel, and I'd like to believe that actually the kind of things that we're talking about are under active review, are in the pipeline. Otherwise, there's really no point in sort of putting out this strategy thing. But I don't know. I think they'll have to say something within 6 months that puts something really kind of concrete onto these broad ambitions.
Okay, we're looking at this other piece, from a piece from yesterday, Barclays and this pay time bomb. Yeah, clearly this thing rumbles on. This bonus story rumbles on. But I guess the news peg here is this protest vote.
Yeah.
Which is causing them problems, and they need to listen to that.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. I mean, funnily enough, Barclays kind of escaped censure of any kind when the sort of latest round of bank bonus stories were going around. Remember, Hester got it right in the neck, didn't he? But Bob Dermond got a very large, and Chris Lucas got a very large payment, and that seemed to sort of slip through. And it seems that the investors haven't let it slip through and have noticed that this is well, there's at least questions to be asked about whether these are rewards, adequate rewards. And I think Barclays also, as we say there, has usually set its face against sort of kowtowing or giving into this kind of thing. But we think it should at least give acknowledgement that its practices should change, and we've got a nice idea of how to do that.
Yeah,
is actually
run us through this idea.
Well, the business department in the UK is suggesting actually that rather than expecting investors to vote on particular pay policies, particular pay packages, but they should rather approve a pay policy. And what Barclays can do here is say, okay, well, these bonuses are what they are.
And that's set to come in at the end of next year, though, right?
And it's meant to be coming in the end of next year. We're saying, well,
bring it forward.
Why don't Barclays sort of show the way forward? Say, right, okay, we think this is a nice idea. We think it's a good idea. This is the pay policy. Going forward, let's put it on a stable footing rather than mucking around with the whys and wherefores. And it seems to me letting this kind of story drag them down, boring regularity, really.
Okay, Robert, many thanks for that. Robert Cole, if you want to watch our US Breakingviews show, that's every day, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 BST. You can watch this show and those shows on Reuters.com and the Breakingviews site, of course. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.